All right, so Acts chapter 5, verse 12. And by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch. Okay, so verse 12 is changing the scene. All right, so he's saying the apostles were doing all kinds of signs, wonders, miracles, and they were at Solomon's porch now. And then verse 13. And of the rest, there's no man joined himself to them, but the people magnified them. So this was a sight to be seen. Right? They didn't want to interrupt the people, but the people doing the signs, wonders, and miracles, they were in one accord. And the rest of the people watching, like, we don't want to get in the way of this. And then verse 14. And believers were the more added to the Lord, multitudes, both of men and women. So now, right. Believers were added to the Lord. Multitudes, both men and women. Right? People were becoming sons and daughters of God when they believed, and they were being added to the church. And then verse 15. Insomuch that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. Right? So the people like, wow, there's all these signs, wonders, and miracles going on. They thought if they could just put their sick relative or friend in the shadow of Peter, they would be healed. And then verse 16. There came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. So even devils are being cast out of them. They're vexed with unclean spirits. In the cities all around Jerusalem, everyone's bringing their sick people, sick friends, relatives, people possessed with devils, unclean spirits. And they were healed, every one. Amazing. And then verse 17. Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation. What in the world is going on? They got mad, angry. Indignation, wrath. How dare these people do this? How dare they help these people with their sicknesses and their devils come out of them? Verse 18, and laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. So they had enough of this. Too much good going on. So we got to put a stop to this. So they grabbed them, put them in prison.